Hello, everyone. I am Gertrude Sachekar. As a professional, I have the best of two worlds. On one hand, more than 20 years of experience in the financial industry, and on the other, the skills and superpowers of an associate certified coach. I specialize in leadership, emotional intelligence, and positive intelligence. Today, we are going to talk about 6 ways to experience human connection for happiness and fulfillment. I'll start with an introduction, then I'll talk the 6 types of connection, and then the key takeaways. In the last few years, I have been experiencing several types of connections around me. First, I'm meeting people from all walks of life in various areas of my life. Second, I'm connecting with a different, less cerebral part of my inner self. And third, I'm opening myself more frequently to my guides, my intuition, my angels. Craving connection is essential to the human condition. It brings passion, motivation, and love to everything we do. Without it, we would wither and die. It is impossible for us as a species to survive without this deep sense of interdependence. As leaders, we want to be connected to the mission and purpose of our team or company, to the people we lead, and to something bigger than ourselves. As a core leadership dynamics specialist, I learned that there are 6 types of connections. As you listen to each one, reflect on which categories are currently strong in your life and which may need more attention. The first one is the state of flow. Flow is when we are deeply engaged in an activity, losing track of time. I love the concept of flow. It connects us to the activity we are performing and to the present moment. I experience flow when I read, write, and coach. Discovering which activities lead me to flow has been a journey, and I have noticed these activities change over time. I want more moments in flow, so I incorporate a few minutes of flow activities daily. For example, I write every morning for about 10 minutes. On weekends, I spend longer periods in flow while writing my articles. Anchoring these activities to another habit makes them easier to do. For example, every morning, I jot down the list of priorities for the day, and the first activity after that is writing. This way, my brain is primed to writing as soon as the priorities list is ready. Second is connection to self. This connection involves being self-aware of our physical body, emotions, and thoughts. It helps us bring our authentic self to all aspects of life and connect with others. A few months ago, I attended an event on how to market your business to potential clients. A few minutes in, I felt uncomfortable, fidgeted, could not sit still, and wanted to leave. I took a deep breath to refocus my brain on the topic at hand. After the meeting, I journaled for a few minutes on the reaction I had to the material presented. I realized that my body and thoughts were responding to a subject completely outside of my area of expertise. I recognized that not knowing something makes me uncomfortable, and my first reaction is to bury my head in the sand by disengaging. Realizing this is important because when it happens again, I will be able to shift faster to student mode, come up with questions, and decide whether or not to pursue the topic further. The third one is connection to people around us. This is an interesting one. On one hand, at the very essence of who we are, at the quantum and subatomic level, there is no separation between us and others. On the other hand, our ego has created an illusion for us to see something or someone outside of ourselves and believe that they are not part of us. Understanding that the essence of being human is the same for everyone changes our perspective, decreases judgment, and increases acceptance. We all seek meaning, impact, love, and purpose. Every person we meet is our teacher and a student. I experience this daily with multiple interactions with my family members, friends, colleagues, and even strangers. People come into our lives for different reasons and seasons. If we think about it deeply, we will be able to identify what each individual taught us about life, ourselves, a specific situation, etc. Using our listening and empathy skills allows us to understand what is happening below the surface, creating deeper connections. The fourth one is connection to the environment. This involves connecting with nature and structures like buildings, houses, and art. My connection to nature is not the strongest, but I am appreciating it more. I started connecting more to my environment by creating a beautiful space at home where I feel welcomed, safe, and loved. To me, this means an uncluttered and clean physical space with colors and plants, pleasant smells, and lots of laughter. The fifth one is connection to life itself. This one is one of my favorites because it involves how we choose to show up in life and aligns with my belief in an internal locus of control. Making a conscious decision to live aligned with our purpose, with a growth mindset, and with the intention of sowing seeds to benefit others brings the inevitable side effect of happiness and joy. Instead of comparing with or competing against others, we should focus on improving ourselves. Our purpose in life is not to get ahead of others, but to get ahead of ourselves. I still fall into the comparison trap. For a long time, my motivation to improve myself was to be better than other people. To move away from comparison, I now articulate my goals as clearly as possible and start with a minimum viable product or version. Instead of comparing myself to others, I learn from their experiences and apply it to improve my own work. This is a journey, and I'm not completely out of the comparison game yet. I remind myself that others have more experience in areas where I am just starting. Last one but not least is connection to our higher self. Many people, including me, believe in something greater than themselves, whether it is God, the universe, or something else. This connection involves knowing that the divine is within us. I'm developing this connection through meditation and giving my intuition a louder voice. I'm learning to trust the process, my instincts, and to see that everything that comes into my life is or can be converted into a gift and opportunity. Connection is essential to the human condition. It brings passion, motivation, and love to everything we do. We have the power to create these connections instead of waiting for external factors. Strong connections to our inner creator through flow, ourselves, other people, life itself, the environment, and our higher self make life more vibrant and fulfilling. This is my definition of happiness. What types of connections are the strongest for you, and which ones need more attention? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for listening. Please include your responses in the comments. And for more content, remember to subscribe to my channel. See you again soon.